Hello Combined Arms. There's a lot of people playing this now, and I feel like it really is important that you know how the maps work. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go into Factory, which is the simplest map, and I'm going to explain. Here's the spawns, and here's how you get out. I'm going to take my character into an offline raid, and just show you how things work. So this is my character here. You two could one day look like this. Okay, welcome to Factory. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say this is one of the spawns. The spawns are very predetermined when it comes to each map. Factory is your close quarters map. It's where you're going to come to get into fights for fun, or you're going to come for cheap loot, or you know, just things of that nature. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on the main floor. I'm going to go through the spawns. Okay. Alright, welcome to the Factory. So I'm showing you the height advantage so I can show you exactly how the map is laid out. So here I'm in the Rafters. This is called PvE Rafters, generally, because you come up here to fight bots. It's quite a good advantage to hold. These are your offices in here, and on the other side of this wall is the other side of the map. There's a whole other side of the map through here. So Factory is, the larger side of the map is over here. And over here is a slightly smaller side, but it's still pretty lengthy. In the back there, you've got office rooms in the back there. You get tunnels below us, under the floor, yada yada. So there's your extract door right there. So there's one half of the map here, and then another half of the map is here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the offlane spawn, and I'm going to show you where everything is, and then I'll use this sort of central point in the rafters and that bridge there to sort of pinpoint you guys in the direction of where things are. Alright, welcome to offlane spawn. Now offlane spawn is in this little room here. This is called offlane because this is generally where you always used to spawn when you were playing in an offlane mode. You don't always spawn here now in offlane, but it is where you used to, at least, so that's what we call it. So this is offlane. Offlane is out here. Here's the main factory floor, and there's the rafters I was in, up there. Way up there. But the thing with factory is there are spawns very, very close. So here's offlane, and behind it is this ramp. And here is blinking red. This is actually a spawn. So if you're an offline or here, there's going to be a player right next to you. But it's also not the only spawn within close proximity of offline. So if you come in onto the main factory floor, we're going through offline now. Welcome to Barrel Hallway. Now Barrel Hallway will generally spawn facing like this. Barrel Hallway, offline is through here. Whoops. And that's offline. So blinking red under, offline here, and Barrel Hallway inside that room to the left. And notice I'm putting the callouts locations on the bottom of the screen as I do this. This is all the spawns on this side of the map entirely. There are no spawns on this side of the map other than these three. Okay? But you have to be aware that if you're playing in a factory, groups can spawn together. So 5 guys can spawn in that room together. Up here is the offices, but we'll explain the offices in a minute. So there's the rafters I was in, and there's bridge. You have Barrel Hallway behind those connexes, offline in there, and below us right now, like literally right below here, and down that ramp to the right, is blinking red. Those are your 3 spawns on this side of the map. So I just want to fade in here to show you. So there's bridge up there. So I'm down below where I was earlier. Offlane and everything are on that side of the map. We call this main scav spawn because your first set of scavs will generally spawn here or on this side of the wall. There's the bridge up there. There it is. Right there. Right there. I'm going to show you the spawns on this side of the map. welcome to Forklift. Now, Forklift is probably the easiest to identify because it has the most forklifts in it, but there are multiple places where forklifts are. So when someone says they're in Forklift, they mean there's room. This is what they mean. But again, just like the other side of the map, there are spawns in close proximity to forklifts. So we get here, but we also have, see these stairs here? And this is why factory is so scary. There's a lot of tunnels. Under these tunnels, so forklift is up there. Right here is a spawn, and you'll generally face this way. So up here, and through this door. And forklift is right there around that corner. I've heard people call this machinery, I think, but honestly, I don't really know. I just know that that's forklift through there. And there's a spawn down here. And if I just open this door, there's the main factory floor. And bridge is up there. All the way up there. Now, there is one more spawn to worry about. Now, I'll actually go in from mid. I always call this under forklift. Under forklift is what I call this. So around the corner here, so remember that's under forklift, and above over there is forklift. And around this corner, factory floor, that's the door, breach doors around this corner here. Now around this corner, beware there's actually, this actually leads to the same place. Yeah, that tunnel there leads to here. Is here. Now you'll generally spawn facing like this way. Now I've heard this called blinking light. I call it silo tunnel. And I do that, or pit tunnel, because not only is it a tunnel that's opposite the network of tunnels on the other side of the map, where blinking red is, but, see there's these tunnels here, but if you go this way, it leads into the central pit. Now the central pit's quite an important facet of the map, because right up there is the bridge. So there's this entrance to the tunnel here, up these stairs. And then you see, down there is the ramp to blinking red. Now, if you're wondering, this area, pit, is in fact connected to this tunnel, which leads to blinking red. So it's not that hard to get to every spawn depending on where you are. So it's 3 spawn sites on each side of the map. Now, I'm going to fade back up into Rafters now, and I'm going to show you how factory kind of works. Okay, welcome back to PV Rafters. There's the pit. Barrel hallway is through there. Offlane is through there. And under us here, under the floor, is blinking red. There's the bridge splitting off the underside of the map. For the record, this area here is called 1986. That was interesting to point out. It's called that because there's a 1986 on the wall. So that's what that area is called, if you're curious. So most of the fading around factory will occur in and around the office rooms. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to show you. So just keep in mind, you can always come back to another earlier bit of the video. So there's barrel hallway, for example, down there. And you would come up these stairs, or even the rafter stairs to offices. So I'll get up the bridge. So you see these narrow hallways. I'm going up to the top floor. There's where I was. And again, there's the floor here. We generally refer to blue container as this area. Blue container generally means these connexes here. There's a lot of blue containers, but these are the ones we're concerned about when we say that. So this is their floor offices, and this is where most of your action occurs. This is where all your lootable file cabinets are. This is where your lootable surfaces are, where the safe is, stuff like that. A lot of the best gunfights occur in and around offices. It's a lot of fun to fight close quarters. All your breach doors. If you have the key, you can open this door. And here is the bridge we're using as our central landmark. So there's pit, the ramp down to blinking red under 1986. Out here, factory exit. This is your main extract. Forklift is through there. Under forklift is under the tunnels there. There's a ramp. That room there is pump room. Main scav spawn. Pit. Oh. Didn't mean to fall, but you'll see if all these rafters, there's the ramp down to blinking light or silo tunnel or pit tunnel. Forklift. And there, what I'm going to show you along the length of the wall is one of the other areas that I don't see a lot of traction in anymore, but is used quite extensively. Here's forklift. Stairs under forklift. There's that door there. This is glass tunnel or glass hallway. And it runs almost the length of this side of the map. See, it comes out here. You can see into main scam spawn. And there's bridge. And there's this side gets up into offices. The one thing I will say, this side doesn't have any quick and easy method to get to 3rd floor. If you wanted to get to 3rd floor offices on this side of the map, spawning in any of the map sites here, you would need to go up those stairs into rafters. So you would spawn forklift in there, or you'd spawn under there, under tunnels, or you'll spawn under the room there. And you come out here and you go all the way up here and you'd be in the rafters. And then the only way you'd be able to get to the 3rd floor now is running the entire length of them. Here's the hole in the wall. There's bridge there. There's the other half of the map. Keep that in mind. The only way to get to 3rd floor from this side of the map immediately would be to run all the way along rafters into bridge, and that would give you access to the 3rd floor hallway. The 3rd floor hallway is not the only built room here in the offices we're concerned about, because on the floor below, we have the Terra Group locker room. Terra Group are the company that rented this building. So this is lockers, or showers, or something of that nature. And you'll notice it mostly because hear that noise? That noise there? That noise only occurs in locker room on this map, generally, so you'll know when someone's in because you hear that. So it's got a lane lockers here. There's stuff that does spawn in and around these lockers, generally. Look, there's an MP5 handguard. This is a weapon spawn. When we say weapon spawn, we don't mean a weapon will spawn there. We mean military or weapon-related stuff can spawn. So attachments can spawn, or ammo can spawn, or a weapon can spawn. So locker room is going to run the entire length of the floor here on the offices. Comes out into the shower room, bathroom side of it. And there's the door on this side, which is always locked. However, it does have this other side. Lockers can be incredibly claustrophobic to fight in, but it is worth mentioning. And if we open up this door, we'll see here's the stairs up to 3rd. Here's this mezzanine here. Barrel hallways over there. Offline is through on that side, and under the floor is blinking red. And the actual best way to get here from blinking red would be these stairs here, because just over here there's the pit and there's blinking red. Blinking red does in fact lead up to 1986. Alright, one last thing to cover when it comes to factory are our extracts. So I'll just show you where they are in relation to everything else, and then we'll be done for factory. Alright, welcome to bridge. We're now on the PvE rafters above pit. So there's pit, and there's bridge. Offices are through there, and you can in fact walk on that rafter, if you're wondering. It is entirely viable. On the other side of the map, we have all this stuff. Now, that door there, that is your primary extract, and the one that most people are going to use. There are 2 other extracts on this map, but you need a key to get access to them. And I have it, but I didn't bring it with me. So I'll take you to the other extracts, but I can't open them. Whee! So, bridge, offices, glass hallway, or glass tunnel, actually exits there. On the very far side, we have forklift, and the other side of the map is over there. So if you don't have the key and you spawn on the other side of the map, you're kind of fighting the whole way through. So we can open this door. Here's the first room. You can get ambushed here. It doesn't happen too often, but it does happen. You open another door. And if you stand at the back wall, where this exit sign is, start to extract. Wait there 8 seconds, and you'll leave. However, like I said, there are 2 other extracts on this map. Now, the reason you really want to try to get factory key if you can is because one of them is actually right by offlane spawn. So we'll show you that one last, because the other one is by forklift. So here we are. This is main scav spawn. When we say factory floor, we really mean whatever ground level element we're closest to. There's no discerned call out for exactly the floor, but if someone says, hey, I'm on the factory floor, you know, main factory floor on Forklift side, they mean this side of the map. They mean generally like they're on the ground floor. Past pump room. There is glass hallway. Go into Forklift. So here's where you spawned in Forklift. There's the stairs down in the tunnels. And under the stairs is a little door that, if you have the key, will lead to another extraction. It's a little door you open, and then you go down a ramp to the right and you leave. So that one can be good in a pinch if you really need to get out and you're in danger at the other extracts. But the reason the factory key is so good, besides the fact that it opens a door up on third floor for loot, and opens that extract, is if you're on the other side of the map here, like on this side, like here I am at pit. When we say silos, we mean these big circular concrete things. They're not really silos, but we always call them that. So here's silos, which is a scav patrol area. There's 1986. Third floor offices. Bridge. Down to blinking red. Offlanes through there. Barrel hallways in there. But here, in between barrel hallway and offlane, is this big red door. And if you have the key and you unlock this red door and you move to the back wall, you extract. And that is factory. Factory is super simple. It's super close quarters. It's where you'll be getting to most of your gunfights. But it's worth knowing the layout of it, because not everyone really knows how it's laid out. It can be very confusing, unlike a lot of the wood maps or the outside maps have very obvious terrain features. The map for factory is not great because it is literally a 1986 Soviet floor plan design, and it's not very easy to see. Factory is really where you can go offlane to practice your gunfighting against scavs, get a feel for the mechanics, and generally get into a scrap if you've got the money to waste, like we like to sometimes. And that's it. That is factory. So in the next one, we're actually going to look at customs, which is the most common map that you'll be playing probably alongside factory, and then we'll go into the least common ones afterwards. So other than that, I hope this was helpful, and I hope that you get a feel for the layout. We'll link maps in the Discord for various things. We'll link callouts, reference sheets, maps. But this is sort of to show you how everything connects together, using the center of the map up there as a reference point. Alright, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one on customs. Flying